Today I'll be talking about Athens, in classical Greece, 5th century BC. Today I'll be talking about weapons and warfare in classical Greece, and I'll be going as a perspective as a warrior. My name is Demetrius, and I'm a hoplite from Athens in 5th century BCE, a time when our city was at the height of its power. Today, I will share my view into my life and the ways of war in classical Greece. First, I will discuss our weapons, tactics, and how our army is organized. Next, I will describe the training and a daily life of an Athenian warrior. I will then recount a key battle and the strategies we used. Finally, I will explain how our weapons and methods of warfare have evolved over time. Information. In my time as a warrior in classical Greece, there was two big powers, Sparta and Athens. The enemy I faced in battle was Sparta. From its insights that the Spartans was specialized in land battles, whereas where I lived, it was specialized in navy forces. Weapons. My primary weapon was the Duru spear, a spear about 2 to 3 meters long, with a leaf-shaped iron or bronze blade. The spearhead was made for thrusting, not throwing. I held it in my right hand, with my left supporting hand my large shield. My spear was long enough in length to reach over enemies over the shield wall. If my spear broke, I would use my secondary weapon, which is called a short sword, called exos. My secondary weapon had a distinctive leaf shape, extending near the tip before narrowed to a sharp point. This design of the short sword allowed for both powerful slashing and effective thrusting attacks. I would use the exos sword as close range. The effectiveness with this sword is that I could pull it out quickly as soon as the spear broke, as well as it would be able to do powerful slashing and to be able to do damage to someone. As shown in my primary source 1, it shows a hoplite. This hoplite is wearing a helmet and a dory spear. A shield was a large round shield and was to block enemy attacks. My shield, which I used, was an offhand grip. My shield was called aspis. The grip was a forearm band and edged handle. In source 2, a primary source, you can see a shield, and this is made in 425 BCE. This source shows a Spartan's shield. Ranking system. The men at the front of the line usually are the higher ranking hoplites, which was me. Being able to take on the toughest of challenges, like for example, defending the enemy attacks by creating a shield wall called phalanx formation, whereas at the back of the line were the poorest or the least ranking hoplites. This formation of a ranking system is very effective because the higher ranking men at the front of the phalanx formation can move backwards to give them more protection for when they are injured, so that the poorer hoplites can protect the rich men who are injured at the back. The formation. Source 3. Phalanx formation. It is made in 500 BC. This source shows the phalanx formation. Training life as a warrior. In the early stages of my life, between 7 and 18, I was taught reading, writing, music, physical education. My physical training started early, like running, wrestling, javelin. This all helped with building the strength to be able to carry all my weapons as a hoplite. I went to a wrestling school where at a young age I began to learn unarmed combat and discipline. Later in the time of my life, between 18 to 20, I was taught military skills. I had to give my oath at the age of 18. I swore that I could give a 2-year period of a military training. Battle of Thermopylae. In the Battle of Thermopylae, in 480 BCE, I, King Leonidas of Sparta, leading a small Greek force of 7,000 hoplites, whereas the Persian army led by King Xerxes had a massive advantage. To my insights of seeing the Persian army, I saw about 300,000 Persian soldiers. The battle was back and forth for 2 days. Despite the battle in Thermopylae going on for days, one of my men was a traitor called Boeotes. Did this by revealing a secret path for the Persians and allowing them to encircle the Greek forces. Me and my men, 300 Spartans, all fought to the death, becoming a symbol of courage and leadership, face of all odds against the Persians. The primary source that made my death full of reputation is Book 7 by Herodotus. It states my death was all about me by acting of self-sacrifice, intended to secure glory for me and ensure that my city and the Spartans' future of prosperity. And the large round shield with double grip let us lock together tightly in the phalanx formation, creating a nearby impenetrable wall used in overhand thrust, and the phalanx formation allowed us to fight in a single disciplined unit, not as individuals.